Hey guys, welcome back to Our Non-Toxic Podcast. I'm here with the first ever return guest. That's going to be my brother in Christ and also in blood, Evan.
Blessed to be here.
Yep, that is the truth. Got some questions for you. You are not drinking any caffeine.
I already had caffeine twice.
What was your poison of choice today?
Pre-workout and an energy drink.
Okay, sounds healthy. Sounds great for the kidneys. That's what we love to hear.
About 500 milligrams.
You're back in the 417 for about 2 weeks now. How's it been treating you?
Hit the ground running.
As you always do.
Awesome.
Love to hear that. I have updates that I'm going to give the people. You just get to listen to them.
All right.
First and foremost, I lost a toenail again. This is the kind of hard-hitting stuff that we talk about here on the podcast. I had stopped running because I kept losing toenails. I'm not sure if you've experienced this.
You sent me pictures of the toenails.
I did, yeah. But I quit running for that reason because I had like knee pain, IT band pain, hip pain, everything else that probably was a result of poor running form.
Did you stretch before? Properly?
Stretch?
No.
Yes. Properly? No. But I had quit running for that reason so that I could get my toenails back. Everything grew back. They were so nice. I was at the lake this weekend, jump in. Guess what comes right off? My toenail. Unprovoked. No gars. Unprovoked. This toenail just floated off and came to the surface. I can't win. This toenail saga is never ending. I just can't get ahead. Next, Austin got his nose splint out yesterday. I need to show you the video before you depart. It was nasty.
All right.
The nose splint is about that long. He gets up into the brain area. It's not great, but he is fine now. Everything is great.
Awesome.
Again, on my ailments, I smashed my finger in the umbrella hole. You were,
Saw that on Instagram.
yep, you were there actually that day.
Yep.
It turns out if someone's cranking the umbrella to wind it up, you shouldn't stick your hand in that vicinity because it will curl the skin off like a little paper shred and leave you with a giant dent. So that's slowly improving, but we're not great. And I also never updated anybody on how down bad I was before I came to see you in Charleston because I had a kidney infection and I had just done that workout. What is the mile called?
Impossible.
It was truly impossible. And I told everyone what it was, but I don't think anyone understands how not okay I was that whole week because I was sore in muscles that I didn't even know that I had. And then I had the back pain from the kidney infection, also not great. I had a headache. I was on antibiotics. It wasn't good, just in every way. So now we're doing better. Down the toenail, smashed finger, somehow still better than before. Tell me how that's possible.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I'm glad you're. All right.
Thank you. Your thoughts and prayers mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
So the last time you came on, you were home for Christmas break.
Yes.
Can you catch the people up on what's been going on with you?
I had a baseball season. Finished my semester of school.
And there you have it, folks.
That's about it.
Yep. So you had Christmas break. Christmas was fantastic. Whatnot. Great wholesome time with family. You went back to school, and then you didn't come home the entire semester. How was that being gone for 5 months straight?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily awesome, but I didn't really think about it because I was playing and going to school.
Did you get
it wasn't
homesick?
too bad. Not really. I missed everybody that's home, but
Yeah.
well, I wasn't home.
We were on a pretty regular chatting schedule on the phone, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it wasn't too bad.
yeah, well, you're like you said, you're probably too busy to get super bored, but it was definitely a long time. I don't think I've ever been away from. I mean, I never moved away, so that's probably part of it. But it's just a long time to be away from everything. When you're gone, what are the things that you miss most about being home? Like, are there certain things?
I mean, Springfield's all right, but that's the people.
The people?
I would say Springfield.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
better than Charleston, but
Well, roads a little bit.
traffic is better
Yeah.
here. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Everything's a lot slower here.
Yeah. That's that Midwest pace, baby. It's just that
Back.
good old Southern charm over on the highways. Whenever I'm traveling, always miss like small stuff, like just the gym or the track, coffee shops, miscellaneous things. So, but you haven't really been here as a grown up to get your life, like your bearings. You haven't lived here, is what I'm saying. Like you haven't had a long stint of just life. You've just been in and out for like summers and winter breaks. So you don't have a good routine when you're here. Like it's temporary. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do understand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for
Yeah,
that.
I do.
Yeah,
It's gonna be different when I have an adult life. Yes.
correct. Yes. Speaking of, why don't you tell the people what you did yesterday?
I got my OSHA 10 training and I'm a certified forklift driver.
Yep. So if anybody has a forklift they need driven, I've got just the guy for you.
There. Yep.
Can you give us a little recap on the class itself?
The forklift class?
Yes.
Um,
For some backstory, Evan has wanting to make some cash money, as you know we all do, and he had this opportunity come about through Austin's work that he can do this short little contract, make a lot of money, but to do so, he has to get OSHA certified, which is like your safety and job site etiquette, whatever. And with that, there's a forklift training. So he did a whole long class on Monday, sat, took all kinds of notes, learned all the ways not to die on a construction site. Then Tuesday, had half a day, then goes into forklift training. Has not been on a job site, has not like worked in any kind of...
That's true. False.
Well, not like
Shut up, Reed Holmes. Yeah,
not a commercial. Joe's not watching this. Joe's a fake fan. Anyways. But you're not... So you're not a stranger to it, but commercial job site is a little different.
Yeah.
So you get thrown into this class. Take it from there.
OSHA class, you know, a lot of listening, a lot of not listening at the same time, you know, just got to get through it. Forklift class, you go sit down in the classroom, they tell you don't do anything stupid really. It's pretty much common sense to a competent person.
Right.
And then you go outside and there's a big old forklift in the parking lot. You say, all right, get in. And then go, you got to go use all the buttons and go pick stuff up, move it.
Was it challenging to figure out?
No.
Did it come?
It's not challenging.
Would you say it came naturally to you?
I mean, it's not that hard to do. It's just gotta know like what. It's just a little knob.
No steering wheel.
Your steering wheel, but once you pull up to it, you know, forward, back,
Second set of wheels.
Out,
Easy enough.
a couple switches down here.
Side quest central over here.
Parking brake over there. I'm certified.
So you could pass your written and your performative test.
Both of them. I did
Okay,
pass.
that's amazing. Definitely probably wasn't on your card for summer bucket list, but here you go.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But,
You've also been tearing it up at the fireworks tent.
Yeah.
So this episode comes out tomorrow on the 4th of July. If you're not doing anything and you want to stop by the fireworks tent on 14 and Nicholas, old lighted up fireworks, Evan will be there.
1 to 11, come see me.
Slinging explosives.
Sling, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever you guys need.
What's
I can
been
do.
what's been your experience so far with the tent?
The first week was really slow and boring, so I sat there and just thought about life really.
Probably depressing.
Yeah, it was just boring.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. But I mean, this week's been pretty busy. Just go.
That's
talk to
good.
people and
Yeah.
sell
What's your
fireworks.
sales tactic?
What are you looking for today?
Fireworks, we got them.
Fireworks. I can point you in the right direction, and then I'll say this one's my favorite.
About any of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
The most expensive ones.
Correct. Those are also my favorite.
Yeah.
I had that job whenever I was 15, in case anyone's wondering. It was a great time. Evan's been staying the night, though.
I stayed the night once.
Was it spooky?
No.
If you didn't know.
I'm a princess in that aspect. I want to sleep all day. I don't want to sleep outside.
I'm a princess in about every aspect, but that's definitely one of them. Even if I was able to, because I'm not strong and fearsome like yourself, I would not probably sign up for that job. So
That was before, the other job offer
Yes.
has, real money. So.
when you're like, okay, now I'm upgrading a little bit, so
Yeah.
gonna get to scooting on that one. But hey, it builds character.
It did.
Look at you now.
I'm way better now.
That one
100%.
shift, yep, it forged you. It reminded you that modern amenities like plumbing and air conditioning are not to be taken for granted.
Yep.
That's what we like to
I
hear.
see life different now.
You do. So you'll start your big boy job Monday.
Yep.
I'm so pumped to hear how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
The cash will be awesome.
Yeah, the check's going to be really nice.
I went for a walk yesterday at about 4 p.m. And I said, you know what? I'm not jealous of Evan. But
A little bit, though.
no,
A little bit.
no, I think you're going to have a great time.
I think
My
it's gonna be
thoughts
awesome.
and prayers are going to be with you.
I
You're
think it's going to be awesome.
get a tan, get jacked. He's going to be doing masonry. It's called being a hod carrier, which is like assisting a mason. So you're just lifting heavy things all day long in the blazing heat. So
I'm wearing jeans and a hoodie. And
yeah,
hard
sauna
hat and
session.
glasses. I'm good.
Naturally, though, it pays well because nobody wants to work that hard. So here you are stepping up to the plate. Speaking of,
My name was called.
your name was called. Batter up. I want to go through your semester, but first I want to go through your report. And you've neglected to rehearse this, so we're going straight from the cuff.
Okay.
What are you reading, or what did you read last?
I'm reading The Compound Effect. Good book on, just making progress in life.
Yep. What's
The
something
small
you've learned
steps.
so far?
I
Is
would
it
say
financial?
that It's pretty much just everything. Just small steps and consistency will pretty much take where you want to go over time.
True. Very true. Sometimes it's hard to stay the course every single day because you feel like the needle's not moving. But even with my business and just, finances, fitness, anything in general, then you look back and you just see how far you've come. But it's really difficult to see progress day to day.
Yeah, that's what
So-
so, things about it, telling different stories. I mean, it is all of it, which is cool. And then I just got the book from church this last weekend. I read it started this morning.
I want after you. That'd be good.
It is called Rest and War.
Yeah, we'll do swapskis. I'm sure I have something in my personal library. You're not a big fiction guy. You're big nonfiction.
No, I don't like fiction at all.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be an autobiography or nonfiction.
Yeah, I like those sometimes, but it's just not really my thing. I go through phases, and usually I'll like trade off what I'm reading.
Not a
So,
fan of fiction.
La La Land is not your thing.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. More for me. I respect you. I respect your differences. What are you eating? I'll answer this for you. Nothing fun.
Yeah, nothing fun.
Evan has had a carb since 2008.
That's a lie. That is a lie. But
No.
we're going to try to eat
Yeah.
really clean, so.
Yeah, he's one of those people that you try and travel with, and you're like, do you want to go get some ice cream? And he's like, no, I'm not doing dairy, I'm not doing sugar. I'm like, do you want to go get some tacos?
She's gaslighting me.
Want to go get some tacos? I'm like, no, I'm not doing carbs. I can't have that. Cilantro's high in fat. So he's super fun to hang out with in that regard, as long as it's not a food-based activity. He can be swayed with a sugary coffee, though. That's
I've been good. I got coffee flavored protein.
boring.
Yep, vanilla.
You can't convince me that's better than a latte.
It's not better, but it's better for you.
I don't care. Look at me. I'm the picture of health.
Well,
Minus my toenail and my finger.
I would love a blondie from 7 Brew, but can't do it. Saw the macros on it. I'm out.
I don't need to know. That's one thing that really just grinds my gears is when restaurants that
You don't eat though. You don't eat any food. You just drink.
You just saw me eat before this. Right in the corner. You just saw me eat.
2 peas.
A handful of wasabi peas for my snack.
5 peas. That's 6
No,
calories.
because my tongue will burn off if I have more of them. I have to eat them in increments.
That's not eating.
That was a snack.
Yeah, that was a bite.
You know I'm a dinner girl. This isn't about
You
me.
don't eat her.
This is your interview, okay?
Yeah,
We can intervene about me and my habits
Yeah,
later.
I'm excited to interact with the audience.
Yes, okay. So, derailed my train of thought. What makes me mad is whenever you have places like Steak and Shake, Sonic, Starbucks, places that you don't go to with your diet in mind ever. If I'm at a Steak and Shake, I can guarantee you there's not one single thought of healthy eating or my arteries or my diet or really just the longevity of my life crossing my mind. So why do they put the nutrition facts on the menu? Riddle me that.
I'm not sure.
So if I'm at
not
Steak and
sure.
Shake and I'm going to order a
Valid point.
double steak burger or a patty melt with a Reese's shake, do you think I'm concerned about what it is going to do to me physically?
A Reese's shake.
Yeah,
That's what you're going with?
probably.
That sucks.
What's the specialty? What are my options?
I don't know.
Here's the thing with
I've been there
desserts. Of course you haven't.
Yep.
Of course you haven't. I like my desserts like ice cream to have chunks in them. Like I don't want a
James
milkshake.
Brown Jackhammer. I don't want one of those.
I'll eat one for you. I will eat one for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
One of my favorite things is when mom and dad are like, I just couldn't finish a whole and we get a small one and we split it and that's just so much. It's way too sweet for us.
Like mom and dad.
And I'm like, I could body that whole thing before we get home.
You're a beast.
What are we talking about? You can't finish it because it's too sweet. That's a myth.
They can finish it though.
They don't.
They could.
They're like, oh, it's just too rich for me. I can't have it. That's not true. Not with desserts. Not with men. Write that down. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All
Your,
right.
your time's up.
All right.
Moving right along. What are you playing these days as far as music?
Music. Wow, I've been on a slow country kick recently.
Really?
Yeah. Getting old,
Zach
so-
Bryan?
No, too mainstream.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
good, but it's too mainstream.
Yeah.
Ty Myers.
Never heard of him. Gotta be honest. You'll have- Yeah, give me a couple Apple Music playlists that I won't be able to access.
Yep. Yeah.
That'd be good. You gotta switch to Spotify.
Yeah, I actually need to because I can put it on the watch now. So you got me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Evan's been billing his Apple Music subscription to me for the past also 7 years.
It works. I still
But
got it.
we'll switch it up eventually. But I do think Spotify is better. You'll like it much more.
Yeah, well.
And nothing
I'll
just.
have to. If I have some free time, I'll think about it.
I think Spotify might know me better than I know myself. So I think it could be good for you in your journey of self-discovery.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, pray about it.
Yep, I'll pray about it.
That'd be good. Okay, so slow country, that's good. As you're entering your blue collar era, I think that could be a really fun journey for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take up a hefty beer drinking habit.
I can't do beer.
Okay, me either. I'm too prissy for that. What are you obsessing over?
Money.
Fair enough. Period.
I would say just constant improvement of my life.
That is a very wholesome answer.
It's true.
No, it's just wholesome. I'm not putting you down. I respect it. It's just that I come on here with like the goofiest thing you've ever heard, and then you're just
Yeah,
like,
what do I have like this goofy though? You have like goofy side quests? I really don't.
what are you talking about?
I don't want to.
Speaking of which, everyone look at my shirt. I just got it. It says, "But Daddy, I love him," and it's a picture of Tony Stark.
Yep, nice.
That's all I had to say. I like that you're plugging the old baseball team that you didn't play for.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Joe.
Shout out to Joe once again.
Yep.
We're gonna have to start charging for these references to people who have not.
Yeah, no name drops.
Yeah, no name drops, no free clout,
Yep.
none.
I got it.
So you're obsessing over self-improvement.
I mean, I don't want to sound like that person, but yeah.
No, that's a good thing.
everything.
It's a good thing. I feel like I've improved enough. I'm kept up.
You're awesome. It's great.
No, I've just improved enough in my life. I think I need to regress a little bit to keep it kind of spicy. That's what this year has been about for me. But I'll re-enter a journey of self-improvement if and when I need to. For now,
Wow, you are humble.
for now, I'm
That is
satisfied.
awesome.
Yeah. It's not that I think I've peaked. It's just that I'm satisfied with the level that I'm at.
Yeah, okay.
Where we're hovering right now is going to be good
Never
for me.
stay satisfied.
Yep. I'm satisfied.
Okay, never stay satisfied.
I'm very content. Are you obsessing over anything like on the internet, like YouTubers? Any shows?
YouTuber shows? Not really. I'm not a big show guy. But
Your sleep shows?
Say what?
Your sleep shows that you like fall asleep to at night?
I don't fall asleep to any shows, but if it would be a show, probably like Love Island or something. Just
Yeah. Yeah, you heard it here first. What's your favorite of all of the like Netflix shows? The reality
I don't
ones?
know. I really don't know which one's which. To be honest, they are like named the same and similar.
Yeah. Do you follow the people or do you just like have it on the background?
It's more of a habit on the background.
Yeah.
To be honest,
You a big
but-
Harry Jowsey fan?
No.
He's
He's
like-
the only one I'm watching though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Isn't he a judge now?
Maybe on one of them.
I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff.
I was watching Perfect Match. Maybe he's on it.
Sounds about
I
right.
don't know. Maybe
I'm
not.
for as much as I get into pop culture, I'm really not into reality TV, so I don't keep up with that as much as I should.
Yeah, I'm not a big TV person. Obsessing on the internet.
Which like TikTokers on your For You page the most?
I don't really have TikTokers.
Mine are, I don't even know who I have right now.
I'm a big fan of Alex Earl.
Same. I'm on a big Alex Earl kick. Do you actually like follow her stuff?
No.
What is the guy's opinion on her? Because obviously she's super hot, but I feel like she's for the girls more. Like her content is very tailored to females
No, it is.
versus
I
like
don't
Livy
know.
Dunn, who's not as much for the females.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. My friend
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really talk about any female social media influencer.
Wow, so respectful. But do you ever see her stuff online? Like, is there?
I know of her.
Yeah.
I don't, like my
Interesting.
For You page does not have Alex Earl on it.
Yeah, interesting. I have a question for you. So Taylor Swift.
Team Drake.
Okay, Team Kendrick, but I respect you. Anyways,
You don't get it.
I don't get it. I
I'm
guess.
loyal. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Taylor and Travis, are you familiar with them?
Yes.
So, during the Chiefs season, everyone was hating on her and they're like, get her off the screen, like whatever else. What's your take on that, for one?
I mean, I'd say they probably maybe give her a little bit too much airtime just for nothing. If she's doing something, show her. But I don't
Yeah,
think
but
you
she's
just
not really
see her,
getting
like, just
a
standing
ton
there the whole
of it.
time.
They do blow out of proportion, but people watch that stuff. So I
That's
can
true.
see
No, yeah, it's
from like a
other
network
people.
perspective, they're like, let's get those numbers up, baby. These are
Yeah,
rookie
I
numbers.
respect it.
But someone made a good point, and they're like, if it was Sydney Sweeney or Margot Robbie that was dating Travis Kelce and they were showing her all the time, nobody would complain. And why do you think that is? Because both of them,
I don't know. I don't really know about Sydney Sweeney, but Robbie, yeah.
yeah.
I'm a fan.
But the thing is, like, they're both beautiful, tall blondes, and they're not like that different. You know what I mean? So, what is it that men would be like? Oh yeah, Margot Robbie, like keep her up there, but then Taylor Swift they don't like. Is it because she's so popular with?
Yeah. I'd
Girls?
say it's just probably the crowd she has, maybe.
Yeah, interesting.
Old men that watch football probably aren't into
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah, but still, you'd think pretty blonde face on TV. If they're gonna like one, they should like all of them, or they should just not complain.
Yeah, and I'll
About
talk
one.
to them. I'll
Talk to the men,
I'll rally them up and,
if you could.
and see where we go. Yeah.
Just
my fault.
you,
It's my bad.
hey, that is on you, and that's okay. You're kind. Very good PC answer. It's one of those things you can't really explain. People are just haters on general, on the internet. But what are you recommending? In any way, a healthy diet lifestyle, probably.
Find the Lord.
Amen to that.
I don't really know. Just kind of stay in my own lane, just
I like that.
figuring out my life and trying to get a good little.
Well, you've had a lot of change recently, so you probably don't have a lot. Like there's so many moving pieces in your life that you probably figure out what you want to recommend to yourself. What are you treating yourself to, if anything?
Treating myself, I don't know. Probably a nice homemade breakfast for mom. I'm treating food wise.
Yeah.
Treating
What's on the menu? We're gonna have those cinnamon muffins that she makes
those are crazy.
with the
Or
icing.
coffee ones.
or the coffee
Those are
ones.
both so good.
So with the icing, the glaze that she puts on them, those are criminal.
Yeah,
So good. About a pound of eggs.
A little egg whites in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Big coffee from Cup of Joe's. Call it good.
We could, yeah, probably a big coffee. If I
Round
treat
it out.
myself, yeah.
Maybe tomorrow. before your long day at the fireworks tent. You got to carb up.
Yeah, big day tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll be doing laps around that thing.
I will.
All right. Great report. Love to hear it. So next question. Why do you never share anything I tag you in on Instagram?
I do share.
You share about 1 in every 18 things I tag you in.
I would say probably about 1 in 8.
Here's the thing. I
18.
tee you up for great content. I will post...
We have different followers.
I will take and post the most aesthetic, cool, flattering picture of you. I'll post it on my Instagram story, tag you in it. All you have to do is repost it to yours. It doesn't look like
my fans don't like the 8,000 stories like your fans
Just
do.
pick a few. Just pick a few.
I pick a couple, 1 or 2.
You pick 1.
Or 2.
The whole Charleston trip, you picked.
I had 2.
They were so good. Yesterday, I tagged you in a video for a client, didn't even share it.
Yeah, no, I did see that, but it didn't come up on my thing. That's why.
You liked it.
Yeah, because I had to go manually to it.
Interesting.
No, it's just what
Evan likes to move.
It's okay, yeah.
If they follow you, it's safe to assume they want to see your face, possibly.
It's not free.
Well, you couldn't. It's the internet. It's open source.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that if you have this database of incredible content that I've taken for you, the least you can do is share it to the public.
Yeah, no, I'll probably do it for a post here soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the take on girls not liking, not liking, but thinking it's weird when guys post pictures of just themselves?
I don't think it's weird.
I
think it depends. Well, it depends on what you're posting for, because you have to post something. What are you supposed to post? Like your lawn?
That's true, but maybe with other people's what the word on the street is.
I think
I think it's kind of like, you get like an ick or something if you just post yourself.
Well, true. I can see a little bit of it if you're posting like a 10-slide carousel of just photos of yourself. But if you have like a bunch of photos and some of them are with people, some are just you, some are like the landscape or like your coffee. If it's a bunch of stuff in like a photo dump style, I feel like that's not cringe. But I can see if you like all you post is just a photo of yourself and it's like you swipe it, it's just pictures of you solo. It's a little strange, but
Okay, yeah, that's valid.
But as long as it's not your entire thing, I don't think it's that odd. You have to do something. Because the thing is, girls will also complain if you have no pictures of yourself.
I know,
Like if you,
it's a tricky road for us.
it's
I get it.
full of landmines. Because if you look at Instagram and you see a guy that has like one photo of himself from 8th grade with his buddies and then like one picture of a fish that he caught, and that's it, what are you supposed to do with that? That's worse.
I know.
So you have to post some photos.
What's your thoughts on the liking stories?
That is like a newer development. That came out after I was already married, so I don't really know how it works in your whole little like
Okay.
dating world.
So
But
you're out of.
I'm
you're,
out.
You're too old.
But I am too old. Yeah,
Wow,
I have to
get
recuse myself. But I feel like it's one of those things. Like whenever I wanted Austin to DM me, I went there and liked a bunch of his photos, like his old pictures, to signal to him. I think liking stories is the new one because you don't have to say anything. And I think this is why people like it, is because it's like plausible deniability. So if someone just likes your stories and you were like, oh, look at this girl, she liked my stories, and she gets called out for it, she could be like, so I just liked a story, I didn't say anything. Versus if
So it's an easy way out.
easy way out. So if you're not,
text, huh?
yes, like if you're not into it, never drink in your life. If if you're like, yeah. So if you're not into it and the girl can sense that, then she could just back off and be like, okay, no harm, no foul. But if she puts herself out there and messages
So
you,
if you get a like, you're supposed to message.
yes,
What if the guy wants the girl to message?
that's unfortunately not the society that we live in.
Stop, I'm looking for a bold woman.
That no,
Huh?
you say that.
I'm looking for a shooter.
You say that.
Looking for a shooter.
Do you know how many DMs you got after this last episode?
Whoa.
The
You
last-
don't know how many.
I know, because I got DMs that said, I'm going to message your brother. I said, go for it. Then later, he never replied. Riddle me that.
That never happened. Twice.
Okay.
Oh.
So these girls put themselves out there and you said, actually, never mind. Don't want it.
I'm looking for the right one.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm looking for the one.
I do respect that, but I think it's more rare that girls will put themselves out there because historically, not that we can't live in an ever-evolving time, but the men are the ones that like reach out
No, yeah,
to them.
I'm not afraid to shoot. I'll
Yeah,
shoot, but,
yeah.
You know,
What's your
I'm
life?
looking for the one though. You know.
Okay. What you
That's
haven't
the
had.
problem.
See,
That's my problem. It's, there's highs and lows to all this. You get it?
we're 6 months past your last episode when you said
Yeah.
that. Have you made any progress to finding the one?
Well, I had my season, school.
Right.
There's a lot going on.
Traumatic brain injury.
CTE.
Yeah,
happens.
we'll get to that.
I don't know. I'm looking for the one, but also I probably need a little.
You can finance a relationship now, which is good.
Yeah, and I probably need a little, not experience in dating, but
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to figure out what I want. Not
Yeah.
that it's like a bad thing to say.
Well, that's
it
the thing.
sounds bad, but
No, that's one thing I feel like we kind of lost as a society is that people don't just date anymore. Like it's weird to just go on a date. You like go on dates with someone and then you're talking to someone, but there's never a time like, oh, I'm just going on a date with this guy to see if you like them. It's always seen as so like harsh if you go out with someone and then someone ghosted somebody, but it doesn't always have to go anywhere. Like it can just be a date and just to see it.
Yeah.
No, but that's,
I don't know.
I mean, of course I was a child bride, so I didn't really date for that long, but with friends of mine or friends that are still single or anything, it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of, like you can't really play the field in a way that's not seen as douchey. So how are you supposed to know?
Like that, so it's okay.
Hey, lean into it. I can't imagine why.
Tell me why. Tell me why. 3 reasons.
Listen, I think you're great. I think you're so cool. It's just it's just the atmosphere you give off. You can't help it.
Wow.
It's who you are. Maybe it's
It's not real. It's not fair because I play sports and lift.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think carbs would give you some more relatability. It's just that you don't eat them.
I eat carbs.
I
eat carbs.
Mm-hmm. Right. I don't know what it is. That's a
Yeah, see? That's stupid.
just you can't deny it's just how you are. There's nothing wrong with it. For example, I give off just the most relatable, cool girl next door.
All right, next question.
Okay. Life update. So you're back home.
Yep.
Do you want to talk anything about the rest of your life, or do you want to just leave it at that for now?
Back on.
You're just on your financial grind.
Yeah, you know, just growing up.
Mm-hmm. Just growing up.
Yep.
Well, you'll be in town for the at least next 5 weeks. So yeah, if anyone wants to slide into his DMs, you heard it here first. He's bold.
I'm back. Yeah, ready to go.
If you message him and he doesn't respond to you, comment on his last Instagram post and say, "Message me back, or I'm gonna burn down your house."
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like
See?
that. I kind of like that.
You do have a consistent theme with like what you want in a woman. It's just somebody to come in and say, "Dinner at 7."
Yeah, I'm not gonna make plans at all.
No.
That's one of my flaws. I get it. You know.
Hey.
I don't have very many, but
Hey, self-awareness.
Runs with the family. Runs with the family. Yeah.
You know what? Didn't need that iPad anyways.
Right. Just throwing stuff.
Yep.
No, but
You come by it naturally.
My problem is, I don't make plans.
You don't make plans. That's why I think it's so fun when you're home, because I could text you and say Vintage Market on Sunday.
See, but I do show up when you tell
do.
me what to do.
You
I
do.
always do show up.
Very punctual. You'll be in the proper attire. The dress code was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not like opposed to anything. It's just that you need someone to kind
I
of
don't make the plans. Though.
correct. You need
So I need someone who's gonna help me make plans.
social secretary. You could benefit from one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your collision incident. I've told the story on here. I want to hear from your perspective.
It's not gonna be as cool for the fans, but you know,
Well,
not a big baseball audience. It's all right.
hey, we
Hey,
dabble.
you know, I'm playing. Beginning of the season, you know, we're getting started. Getting
First
fired
weekend
up.
I've come out that semester. Like I
Yep,
came out in
man comes
October.
out, I'm playing. A ball hit to the third baseman. I'm playing second. They throw it to me, and I catch it. I'm about to throw it again, and the dude slides into my feet, and that's it.
That's all you remember.
Yep.
That's all she wrote.
No,
So-
I got hit, got taken my feet out from under me, and then I landed on my head and neck and got knocked out pretty good. Got knocked up.
What do you remember?
I remember the ball going up and the ball coming to me to catch it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything else.
So I was watching it unfold just like a normal play,
So
and
you're really watching that.
I was actually watching it. Like I was paying attention to it because I was watching it. And it was kind of like, why isn't he getting up? And I was like, oh shit, he's not getting up. But I was watching, chatting with Cade's mom, just hanging out. But I'm seeing the play because I can see it's like being thrown to you. So usually that's whenever I start paying attention if like your area is involved.
Yeah.
That's it. But I'm watching it happen, and you hit the ground pretty hard. Like did they ever determine if that was like a dirty hit or were they like whatever?
I mean, it's kind of a gray area.
Yeah. Well, he knocked your feet out from under you, and you like snapped to the ground, like your neck hit like right on the side. So you really like, everyone's like, and it's one of those that everyone kind of froze. And then the play went on for a second, and then it stopped, and you weren't moving. And usually, if someone's down, they'll like roll over or like their knees will move, like something like that. You weren't moving at all. You're like literally flat on your back, not moving. And then everyone's kind of like looking at you, and then the trainer comes out, the coach comes out, they're holding everything up. You're
Next
still,
thing you know, you came out.
you're flat on your back. So I stand up. I'm like standing up looking at you. You're still not moving.
No sisters on the field. Sisters are not on the field.
I was.
Of course.
I would have liked to see your coach try and remove me from the fields. I don't care if he has 150 pounds on me in about 35 years.
Okay, yeah.
I was not being removed from your side at that time.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay. So you're still not getting up. I don't think you can quite comprehend how scary that was because I see you get hit, you get knocked down, you're not moving, you're flat on your back, your teammates are standing over you, they're getting freaked out, everyone runs out. I'm standing, then whenever everyone starts running over there, I ran around to like the little short fence by the dugout. I'm watching from the side, you're still not moving. Like you're not doing anything else. And I don't know at what point I came out there. It was like a couple minutes of you still like just completely flat, pancaked.
A quick nap.
I guess you're still not doing anything. So then I ran on the field. I said, I'm not going to wait for the information to get to me. So I went out there, and the first thing I hear from the trainer is he can't feel his legs because you woke up and you said you said you couldn't feel your legs. So can you imagine?
It was not that big of a deal.
Well,
it was not that
think
big
about
of a
it from my perspective, though, with my limited information at the time. I see you get hit. You're not moving. They say you can't feel your legs. I literally was like, I just watched my brother get paralyzed. I am the only person out here in Charleston.
Think about it. You can tell the story.
It would be cool when you're traveling the world giving him like a motivational speech once you've recovered from that. But I have a feeling it wouldn't be fun for you for a while.
No, for me, it would be fun for me. No, but for you, like, all right.
I'm still traumatized.
You are not.
Yes,
Relax.
I'm not kidding.
Relax. I'm walking, I'm fine.
And then he's like, did I make the play? So we're trying to do this whole thing. And then he refuses the ambulance. He won't take the ambulance. They're already out there. I probably need counseling for that, but I will seek it at a later time. It was fine once you got up, but it was scary. We had to like go to the emergency room, go through the whole thing. There's someone throwing up in the next room, someone screaming. You're all out of it. And Evan is the worst person to try and care for because he's got like glossed over eyes, pupils dilated, like he's not tracking things. He's also too large for me to really support if something were to happen to him. And I've seen too much Grey's Anatomy to just be like, oh yeah, his head's probably fine. We'll just go back home. He wants to go back in the game. So he's talking to the coach and he's like, I'm fine. Just let me up. Just let me walk it off. They won't let him move until the ambulance comes out. Like the paramedics check out his neck and everything to make sure he had no injury. So you're there, you're like, I'm fine. They're holding you down. She's literally holding your head to make sure that you don't move your spinal cord in case you had an injury. And your coach is saying, he's like, no, you're good. You're good. Just hang out. It's fine. So you keep asking to go back in the game. So I'm like looking up at your coach and he's like, Evan's denying the ambulance. He's like, no, I'm fine. I'll stay here. I'm good. So then I'm like giving your coach one of these. And I'm like, even if Evan stays here and doesn't go to the hospital, he's not going back in the game, right? So he might as well just go to the hospital. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, oh yeah, he's not. No way you're going back in the game today. Sorry. So you still wouldn't take the ambulance. We go to the ER. We're there the whole time. It was a good time. And then I had to call mom and be like, hey, everything's fine. Evan's okay. We're going to the hospital. I'll keep you posted. He just got absolutely clocked by a slide, smacked his head, was knocked out, but we're good. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But I am calm under pressure. You act like I freaked out, but I didn't freak out as bad as I could.
On the field.
But I wasn't freaking out.
You were on the field, on the baseball field.
Is that not allowed?
No, it's not allowed.
Well, no one stopped me.
Well,
if it were an issue, I think they would have said something. I wouldn't have listened.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm back here. I'm walking.
How was that for you as like a... So I was there for a couple days left, and luckily mom and dad had a trip the next weekend. But how was that for you mentally? Like, I know you were... It was just in the middle of your time away from home because it was into February when it happened. So you're halfway through your 5-month stint away. You have this injury. It's, theoretically your last season of baseball because it's your 4th year. So how are you handling that mentally, like with your faith, with everything else?
I mean, it definitely sucked not going to play, and all the hard work going into the season did kind of get put on the back burner. But it definitely helped me grow.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have baseball to play or do anything. I couldn't really go to school. So.
Was that, what did you fill your time with when you went from having a jam-packed schedule to nothing?
I mean, the first week I was still pretty out of it and just wanted to sleep, so I didn't want to do too much. But
True. Fair enough.
I slowly got back. It gradually came back, and it was good. But
finished the season. You guys made it to the tourney.
Made a little run.
Not too bad. What do you think, if you're looking back on your baseball career, what are your proudest moments? And they don't have to be baseball moments. It can just be you made a couple of your best friends.
Yeah, I made a lot of good friends over the years.
Shout out to Cade.
Cade
can have free clout.
Yeah, Cade. He'll come down here this month, probably.
Amazing. We'll show him a good time.
Yeah. Probably just people I met.
Yeah.
And I grew through baseball a lot more than you think.
If you had to compare...
bigger than just playing baseball.
I agree. That's one thing that we've talked about a lot is that since I didn't play sports, I don't really have that perspective of everything. But through being married to Austin and then also having you as a brother and like one of my close friends, then it's definitely something that you can't ignore to see how much you like dedicate your life to, and it's not just a game. It's almost like who you become for a while.
Yeah. No,
So
you're a baseball player, but you're around so many like-minded people. It's pretty easy to get along with people, and you kind of get close to them. Come together.
yeah. If you have to reflect back on right after you finished high school, whenever you went to go play your first season, how have you changed? Like, what were you like then? How did you see the world and baseball and yourself versus now?
I mean, it sounds stupid, but like, kind of high school, it's just I'm going to college, do the college thing. I'm a baseball player, like it's cool, but it's a lot. I mean, I'm just grown up, I guess. Which it's gonna happen at some point, but I mean, I met people that I could help, and they could help me too. So it was. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's changed.
I feel like you've changed. One, you've gotten more humble, and it's not that you were not humble before, but humble in like life circumstance. As far as if something bad happens to you, you roll with it a lot better. Or like if someone wrongs you in the baseball world or anything, then you're just kind of like, that's life, you know, not gonna let it get you down.
Definitely got a heart that can just say a lot more stuff.
You learn to roll with the punches better.
Really phase me anymore after playing
That's true.
Baseball, but
I feel like you communicate a lot better too, but that's just growing up.
Yeah.
And you're a lot, which this is everybody. This isn't a dig at you. You're less like self-focused, because whenever I finished high school and everything too, it's very much like this is my world. Like you only see it from the first person perspective. But then whenever you get out there and you see so many different walks of life and different people, and even now I'm sure it's going to change for you again because you're going from college to the workforce, then you make friends that are way older than you. And I know you've been close to different coaches, which is similar, but just getting to see so many different circumstances, it makes you realize that you're just like a small person in the grand scheme of the world, and you just, I guess, become less self-focused. But it's not always a bad thing to be self-focused if you can manage it, you know. But
no, I mean, I definitely learned that nobody really cares.
Which is freeing.
No, I mean, it's guys together, but I don't really care anything about standings either, because I know they don't care. It's kind of like
That's probably hard though, going from a district like Nixa where everything is so focused on athletics. Right. I've talked to Austin about that at length as well, where you kind of get put on a pedestal in high school, and then you go away and people stop caring about it, but in a way that's probably freeing as much as it is like the floor fell out from under you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people knew how it was through high school sports, but I wasn't like, wow, like I'm awesome. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it probably seemed like I was, but
yeah.
I was never like, I'm the man, you know?
I thought you were the man.
No, you didn't.
I did. I was so proud of you. I didn't always love to be around you like personality wise, but I always thought you were awesome. Now I got both. I think you're fun.
Jeez, yeah, that's awesome.
I think you're awesome. No, I think that it's awesome that you've accomplished so much, but I also think that you have so much more to come. Like I really think that this next stage of your life, no matter what you do, you're just going to find all these new facets of yourself. And I had a different perspective because whenever I came into it, I didn't have one thing that defined me. School, I guess, but I started working whenever I was 15. So I never really had, and it was all different jobs. It wasn't like I had one passion. So growing up allowed me to like find what I wanted to do. If it was traveling, if it was different hobbies, different types of fitness, and you know, getting to venture into this space and do creative things has been so fun. But for you, you've dedicated so much of your time to one thing that now I think being able to choose what you want to dedicate your time to and having the financial means to do that is going to be like a whole new world.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited. I really am excited for the next chapter of my life.
What do you think you want to get into?
I don't know. There's a lot of things that'd be cool. Like just testing out stuff.
Yeah.
The next
Obviously,
chapter.
you're staying like in fitness, the realm of fitness. Right. You're doing hybrid training now, right?
Yeah.
Explain that to the people.
Hybrid. I mean, it's pretty much just strength and conditioning into one. A lot of people are saying it's hybrid now, but
because usually people say you can't.
And running.
I've been doing that since before it was named because I don't.
Both. I was a fan. Yep.
Because I don't have a solid exercise plan. I just do everything.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna be cool. I don't have to go light on certain lifts because I don't want to hurt my arm and shoulder, and I gotta be ready to play. I can actually just pretty much do whatever I want.
Fair enough.
Lifting wise, so it's gonna be that's really fun. I'm probably gonna do a 100-mile race. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll cheer you on. I'll set up some aid stations for you.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be cool.
One of my favorite YouTubers who's currently under fire for some bad behavior, but that's okay. He is like an ultra marathon runner and does Ironman competitions. So I watch all his videos of training, and it's just crazy what Cody Co. Like what the human body can do, and the fact that like an Ironman is insane in general, but even just an ultra like 50 miles is crazy. So
I'm gonna do a 100-mile race before the.
You get some time, I would say.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey, we got good hearts of the family.
Well,
Speaking of family vacay, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
So it was only our second. It was 2 of 2 vacations.
Yeah.
First one was like an extended family trip on mom's side for our grandparents' anniversary a couple years ago.
Years was like
7 years ago. But we weren't like a traveling family growing up. We never did vacations. We did like baseball trips for you, and that was really it. But we would occasionally go down to like the lake, and that was it.
For a couple days.
If someone else invited us on their boat. So we just didn't really do a whole lot as far as traveling. But this one was fun.
No, yeah, it was. The school kind of had the freedom to do what we wanted.
We came out to Evan's place, and he was so gracious as to host us, which could go one of 2 ways, because we got all 4 of us in the same apartment. 2 bedrooms. I did not get one. I got the living room. Wasn't bad though, because it was
more about what we were doing than how we were
it's just
staying.
the company, you know. But I don't like. I get really bad FOMO. So if anyone's awake, I want to be awake. And sleeping in the living room allowed me to have that because last person up.
You yelled at me every morning.
Your alarm was like a foghorn.
You were already awake.
It was. I wanted to make sure you were awake.
I was awake. Trust me.
You know what? Alarms are just triggering in general. Hearing them, even
that's why mine's as loud as annoying as possible, so I can get up on the first ring. I'm
usually awake before my alarm because I know it's coming. Yeah. Like I know. I didn't get to bed until.
I was sleep in this morning. Someone for 7:30. I was like, I'm gonna sleep in. 6:30 woke up.
Yep. You're just conditioned. You're conditioned. Yeah. I was up until 4 a.m. last night.
That's stupid, all right.
Yep, didn't mean to. I got off my phone at 1 at a reasonable hour, put my phone away, couldn't go to sleep. Up until 4.
What are you thinking about?
Life. I was going through some old situations I haven't thought about in a while, was thinking about my to-do list, was kind of going through this outline, make sure that I knew what I was going to ask you. I was pumped.
Yeah,
fired up.
Love that.
Yeah, just little things, here and there. Just scripting out movies that I'll probably produce and direct one day. The usual.
I can see it, yeah.
Okay, so best and worst moments of family vacay.
Worst
Take your time.
Is definitely traveling back, and I had to drive in traffic.
Can't relate.
I hate traffic so much. I get pissed.
Yeah,
I get so mad.
Yeah, I could tell whenever I called you, and you were like, you had so much enthusiasm on the call that I knew you were just about ready to explode and combust in the car.
When?
I called you like every couple hours just to see if you're all right. Usually you're like this, like you're pretty even keel. But whenever I called you and you were like off the walls, excited, just so much energy, I knew you're done with the car.
Yeah.
But I flew out because I didn't want to drive out with my parents. And then they packed up everything because we were there I was there Saturday through Wednesday, and I flew home Wednesday evening. And then they packed everything up Thursday and then drove home Thursday and Friday, which was a long drive, about 20 hours over 2 days. And it didn't sound like that much fun, but my flight was delightful, and there's no traffic in the air.
That was awesome for you.
It was really fun. Yeah. I recommend that next time for you, but had to get the old vehicle home.
We had to get another family vacation before that.
I'm hoping so.
Probably about 30. So.
Well, your first vacation or your first flight was with me from the last vacation, because I also didn't want to drive home at that point, and I was like 19 then, and I was new to flying. I'm like, we should just fly home. It's fine. And the whole family left that morning from Florida at probably 10 a.m. to drive back, but our flight wasn't until 6 p.m. So they took us to the airport and then just left, and we were at the airport all day. And it wasn't one of the fun airports. There was like one little like subway, and that was it. So not a great time, but it was your first flight. It was awesome.
I got a little experience under my belt.
Well, not like this summer. You got a lot last summer.
Got a lot.
But overall, I feel like it was very fun. We didn't really like clash, which I kind of expected us to. Not us, like the whole family. I figured somebody would get upset.
It was a good amount of time, so nobody would.
Yeah, and we had enough time to like split up and do our own things whenever we wanted to. But we had like an itinerary. We stuck to it. We mapped things out. Charleston's the place.
Yeah, Charleston's sweet.
We gotta go back sometime.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely go back.
Evan's apartment is like probably 30 minutes away from the beach, so next time I would probably go closer. Yeah. But it's cool that it was central, because then we could still go up to like Cypress Gardens. We went to the gardens where The Notebook was filmed. Evan and my dad paddled the whole time. My mom and I just sat. It was fantastic. Had a lot of good coffees. We did take my parents out for Father's Day, and by we I do mean me. I did pay for all of it, and Evan did not. He drove. No, it was fun though. I thought we haven't really had that experience because whenever you left to go to college, you were 18 and I was 20-ish. So you've like not really been home, and we just don't. You're only home for holidays, so there's always a lot going on. So we haven't had a chance to really do something fun. And I think being out of our normal city gave everyone like the itch to do something. I always have the itch to do something fun. But Evan found this little like rooftop bougie little cutesy Mexican place. My dad hadn't been to a rooftop bar before, so we took him up there. He gets like a little fruity cocktail called the Diablo. And Evan was the DD the whole weekend. He was definitely the real MVP. But we had it was like not that busy for Father's Day, which I thought was interesting. But they said that a lot of people would just go out sailing or do boat and ocean things, which makes sense. So we had like the most fun, one of those experiences that you don't really plan, but it ends up being like one of the like core memories of your life. And we had the whole restaurant pretty much to ourselves. And then at the end of it, we had all gotten our food. First of all, one story, Mom's taking a photo of Evan and I, and I'm eating my little taco, just trying to take a cute picture. Evan flips off the camera, and then I'm like, Mom, do you think this picture is cute? Trying to see if she's noticing it, and she's looking at it, and she's like, oh my gosh, you guys are so adorable. I'm like, Mom, do you see it? And she's like, yeah, I see it. Evan, you're so funny. You're so silly. Send that to me.
She did say send it to me.
She said send that to me.
She didn't say you're so silly.
Well, that was the vibe, and she's like, he is so funny. Evan, come on.
I am.
But the thing is, if it were me, it would be like, you need to get your act together. This is embarrassing. This is not becoming of a woman.
She's exaggerating.
Well, maybe a little bit, but it was funny, and it was a cute picture. One that you also didn't share to your story, but well, I didn't post that one because
She lied.
because I have PR training, and that wouldn't be allowed.
Me too.
But it was so much fun, and at the end of it, we're about to leave, and we are asking Dad. We're like, Dad, do you? And he's historically like the one that wants to go back home, like the homebody. He's not always into an extra excursion, but he was into this one. So at the end of it, they have this Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot, and the server's like, did you guys want to take that? You had mentioned it before. And I'm like, I don't know. We might go to a different bar. I don't know if we're feeling it. And then Dad's like, yes. So we have a round of those, walk around the corner to the most hepatitis-infected dive bar I could ever imagine.
It was sweet.
I wish I would have gotten like a penicillin shot before I walked in, but it has been okay thus far. So fun. Also no one there because it was a Sunday evening. Screamo music blasting. We went upstairs. Skee ball.
Yeah, it's fun. A little skee ball.
Mm-hmm.
Cool little dive bar, small one.
Used all the ones I had.
Yeah, we played all the games together.
It was a great time.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really fun. It was just it's like one of those weird things that whenever you're married, you don't really get to feel like a kid again because you're married. So you're always there like with your spouse, and then you're like your own household. So getting to travel, of course I always miss Austin, but going back to like the core four, it was kind of fun just to have like a child experience again.
It was good. It was solid.
Mm-hmm. What else am I missing to recap from the trip?
Not much. A couple of beach days.
Mm-hmm. You're like a million miles from the microphone here. You're gonna have to.
Couple beach days.
You have to ASMR it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, moving right along. I have some questions for you that were written in. Are you locked in?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. First of all, how to approach guys. Tips for girls.
How to approach guys.
Which we already know how to approach you, which would just be kind of coming up to you and saying we're
Yeah, I'm pretty
dating now.
Basic and standard, but I'd say it's a lot more simple than everybody makes it.
I mean, I'm always a proponent, like I said, of the go like a few photos, wait for him to make the move.
Just a little sign like that. It's not. I mean, super bold.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everybody knows what it means.
Because most guys, I feel like you want like a little like green flag.
I would say people want a little bit of like a.
Like you don't want to get shot down. You got to know that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I would say for the average. Male,
And we're just talking social
little,
media.
A little something. Just, okay, like.
She's into it, right? Okay, so in person, like say you're out with your friends at like a restaurant bar situation. Is there any way to like approach a guy there? Like, what would you say?
I mean, personally, I just would like somebody just to come up, just like, "What's up? I'm whoever," you know.
Fair enough.
I think we need to make it simple again. You know, I think everybody's overthinking it nowadays, and it's just talking to another person.
Just like rom-coms. Speaking of favorite rom-com.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That's what you said last time.
Doesn't change.
There's a lot of good ones out.
Yeah, there is.
The Landscape, I feel like, is turning.
I haven't seen that one.
That's not a movie. I'm just making a comment. The landscape is like changing for movies because now we're making.
Yeah, now it's cheesy.
Well, yeah, it's good. These are gonna be classics in 10 years.
No, classics are better than the ones now.
Okay, well, we've got Anyone But You. I thought that was cute.
That wasn't bad. The one that was new, there's one that's better.
There was one on.
They told me to watch it. It was not Anyone But You. It was the other one.
There's one that was on Prime that was about. It was the singer and Anne Hathaway. That one was really good.
Yeah, I like that better.
What's it called?
It is called
I can't
The
think of
Idea
it.
of You.
Yes, very close.
Yeah, that was good.
Easily confused. I like that one a lot. There's another one that I want to see that's on Netflix, and it has iCarly in it. It's like a similar situation where they all go to a destination wedding, and they.
Oh yeah, I think I've
Yeah,
seen
it looks cheesy, but it looks kind of cute. So
yeah,
could be fun.
I'll watch it.
Interesting thoughts on if he wanted to, he would.
I think it depends.
I feel like you're the
on certain
prime.
things.
I'm sure there have been girls that are like, oh, I just like Evan so much, but like he's just not texting, he's not doing this, and then their friends are like, if he wanted to, he would, and you're like, girl, I'm busy.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's times that maybe if
Mhm.
you wanted to.
You're also just not a good texter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I want to text people, but I'll text them whenever I can. It's not
Yeah.
like a.
Mhm.
Sorry, I guess I don't believe in
But
that.
if you are into someone, you'll make the time. Yeah. Fair enough.
No, I will, but it won't be like all the time.
Mhm.
So.
Well, a lot of girls I think make excuses for guys because I've counseled many a friend over the years, but they'll make excuses and be like, no, he's just this, he's just that. But at what point is it he's giving you hints that you should let it go?
I don't know. I don't really give hints. Like,
You just don't text back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about as
I don't
clear
know,
as they
I'm
come.
not good at, I don't like to
Mm-hmm.
give hints all the time. Like, if I say this means that,
It's too much.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes
think
it's
I
difficult.
think just be open and just say it, and then
Mhm.
it is what it is.
Have you had to like let anyone down, like verbally, be like, hey, I'm not into this that way?
Not really, but I don't really get to that spot.
That's true. You just won't engage at all.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no
there
way
has been a time
someone.
where it's like I'm not really. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to
Yeah.
waste my time or her time.
That's respectful.
So,
I feel like you're a really hard person to like get mixed signals from because you just won't respond. Not gonna respond. So
yeah, no.
There's no
I'm
mix.
Pretty easy to read, I would say. But
yeah, fair enough. Okay, next question. Are those frosted tips or is your hair naturally light?
naturally, like,
It has gotten really blonde.
no, it has, but
Do you put anything in it? Nothing.
nothing.
Lemon
I wake
lemon
up,
juice, chlorine.
hydrogen peroxide, but in it before.
Hey, that's nice. Yeah.
Like,
light it
I
up.
wake up and take a shower, and then
I feel like-
where it curls.
When I have blonder hair, like it is fading right now, people think that we look alike more often. Whenever it's more red, we don't get that ever.
Right.
Even though
That makes sense.
I feel like we have similar faces, like eye color,
Mm-mm.
crooked
Let me
nose.
see. Yeah, yours are.
Both the same color. What do you mean that?
Mine's a little more vibrant, little.
Right. Well, I've had a couple more years of adulthood being doled down by the monotony of life, but
Hate
you'll get
that
there.
for you,
You'll
hate that for
you'll
you.
catch up.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Oh,
You know what was nice?
what?
Tuesday, you were at work.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you were at work. Mom was at work.
Tuesday. Who says it? Who
Sketch.
says it? Nice.
What's up, brother? I know
He's
so many
popping.
things. He is,
popping
yeah.
it. He's
Yeah,
killing it.
if he made it to my corner of the internet, then he's definitely popping.
Yeah,
'Cause
that is
I'm
very true.
not really there. No, you're at work. Mom's at work. Dad's at work. Austin's at work. Guess where I am?
At a coffee shop.
The pool.
Oh,
The pool. I just want you to know that.
hey, that's awesome. Good for you.
Because
You
I
earned it.
thank you. That was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I had so much like sadness whenever I worked at the bank and you were off for summers and Mom was off for summers and Dad would have days off and you guys would be like out gallivanting around Springfield because you didn't have anything to do. It was excusable because you were obviously 17. And I was like, they're all hanging out without me. And now I can be the one at the pool, but I'm also by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you
Yeah.
guys quit your job so you can all hang out with me? But you know what? I'll probably find a way to make it through.
Yeah, I think you'll be good.
I'll survive. It'll be a good time. Okay, next question. Which of the family members is your favorite?
Bella.
Yeah.
No.
Can you talk about how we've been upstaged as children?
Yeah, over on the back burner, they really
Mm-hmm.
don't really give too much attention to us anymore.
No.
Fun
We
came together and
played a little
made an
violin.
alliance, yeah.
Play the Sarah McLaughlin in the background because our parents forgot about us because they have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of Bella? Be honest.
I like Bella.
She's all right.
I like her.
I do love her a lot.
She's cool.
She's weird looking.
She's different.
She is different. Underfed?
That's all I can say. Yep. We're trying to get her on a better diet. Get her bulked up. But
She's on the puppy diet right now, which is like 2 scoops of food a day, but she's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah,
So she
she's
looks
6'3".
she looks like Slender Man. It's scary. Okay. Fair enough. Celebrity crush. Take your time.
I don't know.
Okay. Good answer.
Gosh.
You're not gonna be a lot to work with here.
I know. I don't really follow celebrities like that though. Like if you show me, I'm
Missing
like,
out.
okay, yeah, like
Like
for
I like
sure, but
okay.
I don't really know like their names. I don't really watch movies like that either. So.
Interesting.
I don't
What do
know.
you think about the concept? Because there's this thing on girl TikTok where it's like if he follows the big 3, you have to drop him.
What's the big 3?
Livy Dunn, Sydney Sweeney, I think Alex Earl is the last
I don't
one.
follow any of them. So does that make me a beast?
Yeah, green flags.
I'm PR trained.
What's-
I'm PR trained. Let's go. You're
What-
not gonna catch me lacking.
You're not. No. What's your red flag? Besides
I got a lot of red flags.
lack
probably.
of communication.
Yeah, I, mean,
I would say
that's probably my one.
Your Snapchat use is probably a generational thing, but I feel like that would be a red flag.
I don't use Snapchat very much at all.
Every time I look at your phone, which is often, you have like Snapchat, 10 scrolls.
No, that's not true.
How many unopened Snapchats do you have?
I don't know. I don't really. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I Snapchat people, but that's like a normal way of talking. It's not like
That's so
sending
weird.
Streaks. Sending streaks is a red flag.
No, it's odd because we don't, like my generation, I'm only a year and a half, two and a half years older than you, and we don't use Snapchat that way at all. Like it's
Yeah, no, like people. That's how you talk.
It's, like,
You don't
completely
really
obsolete.
text.
odd. That's
Yeah.
like blows
No,
my
I
mind.
know it is odd. I don't like it, but
Mhm.
I can't change it.
It's just the world you're born into, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
not a red flag.
Okay, I'll give it to you. What's on your summer bucket list?
Probably a leg day.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a ball. Make money.
Get turned.
Yeah, it's getting encouraged making money.
It's a song lyric. Did you know that?
Probably.
Yeah. From my generation, though, not from yours. Okay, fair enough. Well, I do want to hit up the pickleball court.
Yeah, no, we need to.
I can't play tennis with Austin because he still can't have anything hit at his face that will damage his nose because, you know, fresh out of surgery. And I don't have good aim. So,
Yeah, pickleball's fun. It's
good enough.
a lot better than tennis.
We'll see.
We will see.
Anything else you want to add?
Just see all the people that I haven't seen.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing a meet and greet tomorrow at the fireworks tent from 1 to 11.
1 to 11, yep.
Should be a great time.
Yep.
I'll come visit you at some point. Bring you a little Sonic drink, maybe. Yeah, that's about it. Forklift certified.
Yep.
About to be on the job site, tearing it up.
I said we started bachelor season with me, you know?
I think so. I think it'd be so
told
funny.
You said, I don't know.
You-
I'll
you
pray
sh-
about it. I'll pray about it.
You just
I'll
moved.
pray about it.
I did.
I'll pray about it.
So you just moved back.
Yep.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I think it can't just
Just
be.
moved back. I'm 22, you know. I'm growing up.
We'll produce it better than just here. Like we'll put you. We'll do like a little real hometown style, like the intro videos that they do.
Yeah, but
Evan,
what's the plan? What's the
22,
blueprint?
recently employed.
Uh-huh.
Love that.
Yeah.
Loves his mom a healthy amount,
Yeah.
not a creepy amount, and is ready to be told what to do.
Yeah.
That's about it. Those are the bullet points.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, do you want to involve anyone else or just yourself? Like, do you need other candidates? Other bachelors? Just you?
It'd be good.
Okay, fair
I'm just
enough.
waiting for everybody
More
to
for
know.
you. Here's the thing, though. We're going to do
It's
this.
not me dating around. It's just, you know,
No.
it's just good interactions, making
I'll throw it on TikTok.
friendships, you know.
Making correct. Right.
See if anything takes off. Wait for something to spark.
This is the problem though, is that we will do this. I'll post it. You'll get inquiries, a few inquiries probably, and then you'll be like, I'm not about it. So where does that leave me, having to answer for your absence?
No, they send in applications, you know.
Your absence.
They send applications. You know what I like. You know what would be suitable for me. You pick the top 3. We go on dates.
I have.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Interesting. I just think that I have a better judgment for you than you do. I've known you your whole life.
I've known myself for the whole life too.
Nope.
Yeah.
Since day one.
Mm-hmm.
I've known you since day one.
No, you haven't. You didn't know me until like 18.
No,
Yes,
I was
you
there.
hated me.
I didn't love you in
That's
like a social
crazy.
way. like a social way. I love doing like a blood way.
Clip that and post it.
It's me.
Clip it, chat, clip it.
I love doing like a blood, like a relative way. Yeah, and like the obligatory way. No, we had a good run for a while back whenever Mom had that Yukon. We had the cool little table in the middle. Remember that thing? We had a good time there for a little bit. Then it was back to Mortal Enemies. But
for you,
yeah, we made it out though.
I was always cool.
Yeah. Anyways, everything's great now. Wish you were back into coffee so we could have a little Urban Grounds coffee sesh, but
I can make it happen.
Yeah.
Oat milk. We're good.
Any sugar?
Sugar free.
You can do a cold brew.
Yeah.
Do you like just black coffee?
No.
Okay, well you can probably do cold brew. You can do a matcha.
Ooh, no.
Okay, well, I'll pray about that too.
I'll pray about it.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on. You got any final thoughts?
I hope I gave people what they wanted.
Hopefully.
No.
Hopefully. You can look out for Evan's Charleston photo dump in the next 2 to 3 months.
Before.
After he processes mentally and figures out, he will get some photos up, I promise you. I won't allow you to be someone with outdated fish photos on your Instagram, even though you don't fish.
Yeah, I'm probably due for a dump, but we'll see.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? What's crazy is that I have
just posted on my Instagram story. And,
no, don't do that.
See the engagement by
no.
likes. Come on.
Based on story likes?
Yeah.
No.
Come on,
no, because here's the thing. There's people that are out there waiting to maybe throw a story like your way, but they haven't seen enough recent content to decide if you.
I don't know if I can believe that.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but if a girl's like, okay, like yeah, like maybe.
But you don't post them in your stories.
Like.
You will share someone's tagged story of you about once a month. You're not giving anyone any recent content to work with. You need to post something. And then you can share on your story here and there. And then now that they've seen recent photos of you to confirm that this is what they're interested in.
Yeah, popping.
Correct. Yeah. Then you start posting on your stories every so often and they can drop likes on those. Because you don't have any, your last post was like in March. It's been a minute.
Let's see.
Take your time.
No, I am.
Yep.
May 27th. Lying again. That's recent.
That's what I said.
That's recent.
No. What was it? Baseball?
Nope. It was baseball.
Yep.
But my caption was baseball, though.
Yeah, those are good photos. Beautiful. The good old days.
All right, so I'll post a story right now then.
Live on air.
All right, what do we want?
Post a story right now.
Of what?
The microphone. Just post a picture of the microphone.
No, I'm not going to post a picture of the
Say
microphone.
tune in tomorrow.
Is it going to be out tomorrow?
Yeah, we got a heater drop in tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tap in.
I got to wait.
Okay.
So why don't you get something good for me to go with then?
Hey, I'll pray about it.
That's stupid.
Yep.
I thought I was going to do something live,
Right now?
Live decision, yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you just take one of your most recent photos and just post it. Throw it up, no explanation.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Don't start airing out my camera roll now to people.
Almost all these were taken by me.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Pictures, but
so I think that you should do one in here just to get the people going. Why not?
Here what?
In the studio. This is like not like an Instagram story.
Okay. Well,
we can't do a whole post. That's gonna take some thought.
I was gonna say I'm not doing the post, but I was gonna say like a recent picture.
Okay, a recent picture.
We have on there and just toss it up and see what the fans like.
Okay, I'm thinking. I mean, this would have been a lot easier if you had just posted one that I tagged you in like a bazillion times.
Even now that we're creating content, that's what I was thinking. Thinking ahead, we're making content.
What are these?
Here.
Oh, I took these. I was like, why do you have 0.5 photos of Dad?
You took those.
Very true. Okay, so if I were you and I was gonna post a little story up here, you should throw one of these up.
Think about both angles though. Think about me and then think about your angle of what it's gonna look like.
Yeah. So I think since you're posting a non-recent photo without like a real reason to do it.
Recent though.
Well, it's not like today, is what I'm saying.
You don't post live either.
No, because
Grandpa was pissed about it.
True, yeah.
He said, "I don't understand why Hannah posted something a week ago."
Because I don't want people to know my location and come track me down.
That's why I do it too. You can't get mad at me.
Okay, here's what I think you should do. Yeah. What is this? Father's Day. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say.
You took that picture.
I know, it's great. You should throw one of these up there. One of these little skee ball photos. This one. Post that and then just say, craving some ski right now.
But ski.
Yeah. And then just see. It's great. It's funny.
We'll see what likes I get.
A little ambiguous. It's like, wait, what? He's craving some skee ball? It's a great photo of you, but you're
I'm
adding.
looking for a skee ball partner.
Yeah,
Ooh.
do it. Say,
Ooh.
need to see your scorecard.
Yeah.
Funny because there's no scorecard in skee ball.
Just need to see stuff.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, this has been very fun. Thanks for carving time out of your busy schedule.
Stuff.
Got to get you out of here so you can go to work. You made it happen. I do appreciate that.
Ties, you know?
I appreciate that. Don't want to admit it, but your episode was like the second highest viewed, maybe
I hope
third.
this one gets, you know.
Let's hope we dethrone it.
Hope
You know what would help
who
with
has
that?
good retention here?
If you share the episode, would be great.
Well, what are the story like?
Love to see it. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
tell the people where they can find you.
My socials are Evan Long4 on everything.
Yep, very simple. Love
Venmo.
No.
Oh, too far.
it. Okay, if you're interested in paying Evan money for doing nothing, let me know and I will connect the two of you. In other words, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another fantastic episode. Hope everyone has a wonderful 4th of July, safe, and returns with all their appendages, fingers, body parts, face, all of that. Thank you. If you are lacking explosives, you know where to find Evan. And
Come see me.
we will talk to you next week.
Looking for a date.
Bye.